Logan in Japan, avoiding spoilers, depression, and a Hanami party. All this and more coming up on the Weekly Wednesday. What's up? Oh, my wiener. You're watching the Weekly Wednesday What's Up, the section of my channel where I tell you everything that's going on in my channel in 1 week, or my life in 1 week. Goddamn. As you can tell, the Hanami season is fairly approaching fairly soon because the allergy season is here and here to stay. You can tell by all the bags under my eyes. It is extremely bad. Very bad. Look at that. Ugh. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it because it makes me look tired. More tired than I actually am, and I actually slept very, very well today, so it's a very, very annoying. And this $80, $90 fucking equipment did not work at all, and it's really, really annoying. So I'm gonna return it and go buy a video game instead. My next step is actually, I think I showed you last week, but my next step is actually going to be to try this face mask type deal. God damn it, my soda. I just dropped my soda on the floor and it's going to explode. God damn, we'll just leave that there. Anyways, this face mask. I'm gonna put it on my face. You have failed this city. Anyways, the girlfriend was like, no, it's only for cooling. You can only cool it. Man, I read that goddamn instruction book. You can heat it up. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Anyways, that's going to be the next step. And that thing was only like 400 yen, $4 or so. If that doesn't work, we're going back to this. But this works, honestly, this works the best. It's just damn expensive, and it's a one-time use. I wouldn't say it's damn expensive, it's just that I say they're about $2 each, and they're not reusable, so it's a one-time shot. Yeah, I'd say they're about that price. Yeah, about $2, $3 each. So it's a little expensive, and I can't use them every day like that. I want to, but I can't, right? Let me get the tripod over here and set it all up next. Let's look into something else. I've been playing Final Fantasy for quite some time. It's been I've been playing it privately because I want to usually play it with you guys, but it's just that by the time I get a chance to play, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning or whatever, or 1 a.m. and she's sleeping next door in the other room, and it's kind of like, okay, can't be too loud or whatever. And I mean, she says it's fine, but I just can't really be in my element and really entertain at 2 and 3 in the morning, and then I look like shit. Also at 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes, 2 or 3 in the morning. I was gonna play right now, but she's actually coming over again because she forgot. You saw that yellow box that was called Bake? She forgot to take it home. It's a cheese tart. Very exclusive. People get in line for a long time to have it, so she doesn't want it to expire, and she doesn't want me to eat it, so she's coming back home to my place to eat it, and she'll stay here. So my free time is interjected, unfortunately, but that's been happening a lot recently on Wednesdays for some reason. My Weekly Wednesday What's Ups are not always my free time anymore. Weird. Anyways, what else could we talk about? Logan, and this is actually probably going to be the biggest. All right, let's jump back. Before you want, a lot of you have been asking me about the Hanami situation, and if I'm going to be going to the official Hanami party, or have you not? And there's been a few different types of Hanami parties. Oh shit, there goes that camera. I'm doing a very impromptu. Reminds me of Victor from Give Me a Break Man, Give Me a Flake Man. When I started doing these type of videos, it's Cool, but I'm a lot quicker in getting them done and out weekly. What I was going to say is the official one, the one that Victor is going to be attending, the godfather of J-vloggers, of all J-vloggers, the one that he'll be attending and such. That one I can't make because I thought about it for a while. Hear me out for a second. And I think we mentioned this before. It's Saturdays is just a terrible day for me to do certain things. Mainly because Saturday is actually the biggest day of my work week, and I'm pulling in I'll say close to around $200 a day on Saturdays, and it's the busiest day, but it's the most profitable day, and it's never changed. It's been consecutively a book schedule every Saturday, and the reason that's very important is because that's actually my busiest day, but it's also the majority of where I make my money on Saturdays in terms of real life type of work type of stuff. Like the other days, essentially I work 5 days a week, right? That Saturday counts for, I would say, counts for 2 days, 2 of my regular days, basically. So essentially, yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. That right at this moment in time, right now, my Sunday hasn't been as packed as it used to be, and my Mondays are getting kind of empty, which is good for The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, but where I can get the reactions out in time, but not so good for the income in terms of making money right now. And Tuesday has been kind of bad, and then Friday is just horrible sometimes, and that annoys me because last Friday I could have actually gone down to the base to go see Logan, but there's one, I had one lesson, just one lesson at like 8 o'clock or something like that. Before that, my last lesson was around 4 o'clock, and I was like, oh damn, if I had the time I could go. And I was gonna ask this dude to change the schedule, and I didn't because I felt bad, or to ask him to do that. So I didn't, but then he ended up canceling that the day of, and I was just sitting around twiddling my fingers, and he canceled right at that time, so it was already too late. I couldn't make it down to the base. Anyways, my point here is the fact that Saturday is my most important day, so I don't really want to give that up, give up $200 something or even $100 to go to this particular party, this gathering. It kind of sucks, and I know it sounds a bit selfish, but that's one of the reasons. And the second reason is, for me, always thinking business, I gotta think in the fact, I have to think in the fact, okay, you know, you have to, like, I ask myself, does going to this event, is it possible that this will help grow your channel or make the right connections to branch out and do something bigger, so that in the long run you actually end up making more money? But at this moment in time, no, because I talked to, back in the day, a lot of the YouTubers that I talked to, the J-vloggers and such, they used to attend, but now that's become little to none, and it was going to be my, you know, just like any sort of convention or something, that was going to be my avenue to actually get in touch with them, meet them. A lot of them I've already met in person, but, you know, would have been a good little way to meet up with them. But at this moment, I don't really know of any sort of beneficial, and it sounds bad even for saying this, I understand, but I like kind of understand where I'm coming from here, is when I go to the YouTube space parties and such, it's essentially the same idea, the happy hours and such. I don't mind because it's on a Friday, but it's rare, it's kind of rare to meet someone that would be beneficial immediately for the channel, like to grow the channel. Like I've had a few YouTube staff members say that I'm too big for the happy hours and such, but I still like going at happy hours because I like talking to them. But I have noticed there is a bit of a difference between people that are like really strong focus on building their channel, and then people that are just kind of there to play are just socialize, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's my time's a little tight nowadays. So anyways, I'm not gonna go to that. If it was another day where I'm not making as much money, I would probably give it up. Like Sunday is fine. Sunday's no problem. But I'll be going to the Penis Festival. I'll be going to the Penis Festival probably either with Callie or with Victor of Give Me a Break Man, Give Me a Flake Man. So there's that. There's other events. There might be other, as far as I know, there might be other Hanami events, but the people ain't making up their goddamn minds with that situation. So in all likelihood, I'm going to end up missing those because my schedule is a 4-week. People start booking, reserving me 4 weeks in advance. So in all likelihood, that is going to get booked up fairly soon, because I'm not going to block out a bunch of dates for people that don't know how to schedule things or to do things in advance or what have you not. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I think what was better, I was talking to another J-vlogger about this idea of the Hanami parties and such, and she was just really just telling me that it's just better to do something more with your fans together, like more intimate type of deal. If you're gonna do like a meet and greet or something like that, just try to schedule it more intimately, I suppose, because otherwise when you're like kind of dashing around just talking, getting drunk or whatever, not to mention my allergies. I was actually thinking about that today, like I'm sneezing every goddamn day. So I don't even know if I can handle being under the trees for that long. Probably not, actually. My eyes are super, super red. You guys see that? All right, let's move on to... Oh, but let me know if you guys are coming down to the area around the beginning of April. Let me know, and I will try. If we have a good head count of the Red Dread Nation, I know a lot of you are coming to Japan right now. I'm meeting up with somebody next week. Actually, actually, this Saturday I'm meeting up with somebody. But if you're coming down, let me know. And if there's enough people around that time, we'll try to get something together. Let's work that out, okay? Next going on is Logan. Logan spoil. It's been bad. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. It's been bad. Like I've attempted to see this movie like 3 or 4 times now in 1 week, and it's just really bad. And in short, I was going to go see it on Saturday. It's a ghost. I actually took off a few hours on Saturday so I could get down to Camp Zama early and have some time for shopping and all that. But I was like, you know what, it's cool, it's Logan, it's worth it. But unfortunately, my contact, he's Navy and not Army, and the registration to get onto the base was closed that day. So we went all the way down there, couldn't do anything. Had a nice steak dinner, but still I could not see Logan. Sunday didn't pan out either. And we shot again for Wednesday, and tomorrow, Thursday, didn't work out. So it looks like Friday is going to be the big day, or going to try to be the big day to go at this moment in time. But that also means that it kind of sucks because I already made plans on Friday, something work related and important, and everybody took time off their schedule, and I'm going to have to be the one to break it, because otherwise what's going to happen, Saturday is not an option already. Saturday is already not an option. Sunday's not an option again, so it's going to be a whole nother week. And what the big problem here is the fact that I'm extremely restricted in terms of going using the internet right now. Every time I use the internet, every time I use YouTube, I'm like zoned into key points, like where my creator studio button is, so I just don't read or see any thumbnails or descriptions or spoilers. And every fucking time I use my phone, I have to use like I have to cover my thumb just a little bit like this, And so I don't read any comments. Like, this shit, it's fucking nuts, man. It's unbelievably nuts. Like, every time I use Twitter, I have to turn on... By the way, this isn't La La Land, this is Ha Ha Land. Joker Harley, okay? Every time I use Twitter, I'm opening it, and I slowly kind of read it, like, this gradually, just like that. So it's fucking annoying. I can't imagine doing this for a whole nother week. And here's the big problem, because I've been going under a slight depression and getting very aggravated because of this situation. What this is leading to, this is the first fucking movie of the year. The first big movie of the year, like Lego Batman. Nobody's spoiling that shit. But that movie doesn't come out till April. This is the first big movie of a lot of movies coming out this year, and it just really made me realize this is a very bad situation. I think if I was a casual person, a casual foreigner living out here that didn't really care, like I watched Captain America. I watched most of Phase 1 like 6 months after it came out because it wasn't a big deal at that time. People weren't really talking. There weren't a lot of spoilerish things at that time, and I wasn't online as much as I was back then, so I rented most of these movies, and then I got caught up by the time Avengers started. Avengers got spoiled for me with Thanos and shit. But yeah, Avengers came out here three months late. But I realized I needed to work this around a little bit better. But now what's happening is the channel gets bigger. The demand for a reaction to this or a review for this is the bigger problem. Like, everybody is asking for my review on Logan, and I can't provide it to them. And that's where it becomes a big problem, where in the near future, it's hindering my channel's growth more and more, and that's the part that's annoying. I can't actually go around searching for stuff because of, like, Deadpool, the Deadpool trailer, Deadpool 2 teaser trailer. I didn't even know about it until, like, I heard rumor or something like that, and I heard like there was a mention of it in the movie of Logan, so I had the internet shut off, or like I wasn't really listening, looking at the request. But anyways, I was a few days late on that. I just didn't have the same feeling because I knew it was Logan related. So it's caused a big situation, and I've had to have a serious talk with the GF about going back home, and maybe it's better to go back home, but that it opens a can of a whole nother set of problems in terms of going back home, in terms of not even just for myself, but for other people that might want to come back with me. Or if I move to another country, okay, in Korea, maybe I could move to Korea, but then I got to restart a lot of stuff in my private life, which is annoying, and I don't really feel like moving to Korea. If I move back to America, even like Guam, somebody actually suggested I move to Guam. If I move back to Guam or something like that, there is that possibility, but there's issues with that as well in terms of restarting my life. But not just that, visa support for someone else, and that's going to be an issue. So it hasn't been so good this last couple of weeks. This last week, I'm kind of depressed about that situation, but hopefully in the future I can get a stronger contacts with the military. I was thinking about applying, like becoming an entertainer for the USO or something like that, where I could like do these preview nights and get the crowd hyped or something, and then that way I'm able to do something. Otherwise, this is going to be a problem, and more. Almost everything is delayed this year, except Justice League. Ain't that some shit? Alright guys, like, share, and subscribe. I will do my best to stay up, stay positive. Hopefully Friday we'll get this Logan situation handled and it all starts again in about another month for Guardians of the Galaxy. Jesus Christ. I will let you guys know what's up next week. Peace. Oh yeah, the Trinity or World's Finest did not assemble this week, so I had time to try to clean the studio up a little bit more because the Japanese agent said my place was fucking horrendous when she visited last week, so I cleaned it. Here's a clip of all that. Cleaning in the studio, cleaning out spare boxes, getting them all out of here. Let's see how we're doing. This is all done. This one is solid. But over here, yeah, this is the accumulation of just a few weeks of some stuff. Keep sending them Amazon.cojp wish list packages. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Put some salt on it, baby. Ah, shit.